Hello, everyone. This is Steve O'Reilly and Gail Saunders with Skinnypost TV at skinnypost.com. Today's daily question is, who is your under-the-radar team for 2012? Gail, who do you like?
Under-radar team will be the Chicago Bears. As much as everybody's talking about every other team in the league, Chicago Bears finally have a 1-2 punch with Jay Cutler and his favorite target, Brandon Marshall. You team that up, hopefully that Forte comes back next season. I'm sure he's not going to hold out. But if you team that up with a solid running game and then Brandon Marshall over the top, Devin Hester crossing, Edgar Bennett, it could get pretty interesting. I'm never going to second guess Chicago Bears defense. I love what they do. They fly to the ball, make plays, and have a ridiculous team speed on defense. While everyone's talking about the Giants or the Eagles or the Green Bay Packers, watch out for the Chicago Bears because, they're coming to play this season.
I agree. That's a good call. But I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they were so bad last year. They lost 10 straight. Their whole entire coaching staff has been retooled and let go. And they went in and brought a boatload of talent in this year. They got a Pro Bowl offensive lineman. They got Vincent Jackson. They haven't had a big-time #1 receiver in Tampa in a long, long time. And it's definitely going to change the culture. LeGarrette Blount has got a little pressure because they went and got a first-round draft pick at running back in Doug Martin. So I think you're going to see him, running hard. And Martin's obviously going to add an element. They've got 3 Pro Bowlers on the offensive line. Josh Freeman came into mini camps and OTAs, shredded a lot of weight. He's really dedicated himself to being a professional. They've shored up some pieces in the secondary. They went out and got the young safety Mark Barron from Alabama who can kind of freelance.
I love that dude.
Oh, he's so good. And, they went and got some veteran pieces. Eric Wright can come in. They're probably going to move Rondé Barber to safety perhaps. And, you're going to get back some key pieces. You got Price will be, full go. And then don't forget about Gerald McCoy's coming back. So they got a lot of really, really good pieces on that line. They got a lot of good pieces in the secondary. Their linebackers are solid. Their offensive line is solid. Now they got some weapons in the passing game, especially with Vincent Jackson coming on board. So
Carl Nick's biggest free agent offensive line signing. So
yeah, and they still got Penn. They still got some really good players on that O-line. They got 3 Pro Bowlers now up there. So if Freeman can come into camp, he can get everything situated with all the new pieces on offense, and they can, avoid the stupid mistakes and just play hard, stay hungry. I think the Bucs might surprise some people. I'm not going to, jump out and say, oh, they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I think that they could be that under-the-radar team that sneaks in and gets maybe 9-10 wins if they play lights out. They're only 1 year removed from a 10-win season back in 2010, so they got the parts. They just got to get everything together. And that Coach Schiano is a no-nonsense coach who knows what he's doing. So
love that guy, man.
Scott, yeah, he's a good coach. And if I had to pick another team, I really like what the Cincinnati Bengals are doing. They are doing big things. You got to love the Red Rifle. You got to love AJ Green. Marvin Lewis is a good coach, and he's been through Ocho and T.O. and all the arrests that they had some years back, and he's weathered the storm. Now he's got a good crew of guys in there. He can get focused back to football. They had a great draft. 1 through 10, they got really good pieces. So, I don't know. Keep your eye on them Bengals, too. Those other teams in the AFC North are getting a little long in the tooth. So, the Bengals might sneak in with some youth and some talent and maybe win 9 or 10 games.
All right. Leon Hall's back, right?
Yeah, they got a lot of key pieces, and I'm really excited to see what Dalton and Green do in their second year. Got their learning experience out of the way, and maybe they light up the scoreboard this year. It'll be interesting to see, but I'm sticking with the Bucs. I think they're going to be a real good team under the radar. Well, I'm Steve O'Reilly. That's Gail Saunders. This is Skinny Post TV. As always, we're giving you the skinny 24/7.